Tonight, President-elect Donald Trump seems to be pivoting a bit after our NBC News Exclusive report last night that Vladimir Putin personally directed a Russian clandestine operation to interfere in the U.S. election, tweeting, "If Russia or some other entity was hacking, why did the White House wait so long to act? Why did they only complain after Hillary lost?" This a far cry from what he's been saying for months.
Anything that goes wrong, they blame Russia. Russia did it. They have no idea.
Well, it also could be somebody sitting on their bed that weighs 400 pounds.
They don't even know it's Russia. Who knows?
Personally, it could be Russia. I don't really think it is, but who knows? I don't know either. They don't know, and I don't know.
I wonder whether the tweet that President-elect sent out today is the beginning of his pivot, the beginning of his acknowledgement of the intelligence that Russia has been hacking our institutions.
Retired Admiral James Stavridis, the former commander of NATO, met with the president-elect last week.
I think it is a legitimate question, and I think given the stakes at the national level, the question deserves an answer.
NBC's Andrew Mitchell pushed hard to get that answer from the White House today.
I think it was a powerful thing to have the intelligence community in that statement verify Russian meddling in our election, approved by the highest levels of their government.
The statement he's referring to was a one-page release on October 7th, which outlined the intelligence assessment that Russia's senior-most officials were interfering in the U.S. election. No direct mention of Putin. Though a month earlier at the G20 summit in China, President Obama privately confronted Putin, the White House confirmed today. So, should the administration have come out bolder and sooner with the hard intelligence they possessed, as Donald Trump suggested today? Should they have pushed Congress to enact sanctions against the Russians, making the public understand this was serious?
In retrospect, it certainly seems as though it was a mistake not to call the Russians sooner and respond to them in a very forceful way.
High-level intelligence sources tell NBC News the administration didn't take such actions because they didn't want to appear to interfere in the election. And they thought Hillary Clinton was going to win. And they didn't think it was worth the potential risk of getting into a cyber tit-for-tat. Last Friday, President Obama asked for a full review. As for the Russians, today Mr. Putin's spokesperson called the idea he was personally involved in the covert operation, quote, laughable nonsense. Our intelligence sources emphasize there is no evidence that Donald Trump collaborated behind the scenes with Mr. Putin or the Russians. Furthermore, a senior intelligence official tells us that the possibility of Mr. Trump shifting his position, quote, will scare the bejesus out of the Kremlin. Lester?
Cynthia McFadden tonight. Thank you.